You are not ready for the truth. It's a shocking discovery. The last 24 hours proved we all were wrong. This is a completely different cycle. Largest Shiba Inu whales ring an alarm. The Shiba Inu dev team came with an urgent message, only to find that this was all a lie. A trap that everyone felt for. The days we were asking for so long are finally here. The crypto market has never been crazier than it is now. So what is actually happening? A massive discovery that will open your eyes is here. And I can't even explain how I feel. What is it all about? Well, let me explain. Disclaimer. The Shiba Inu price chart keeps surprising us. First, there was a big price pump that got everyone excited. Then, we quickly saw a notable crash that took many by surprise. And now, over the last 24 hours, the price has been moving sideways, showing no clear direction. In just 3 days, we've seen almost every kind of price movement. Ups, downs, and now a bit of a pause. It's fascinating to watch, and you can feel the emotions running high in the Shiba Inu community. Everyone's talking about it, reacting to each swing, hoping for the next big move. And this is where Lucy, a member of the Shiba Inu team, stepped in to explain what's happening in the market. She posted on Twitter saying, "Charts don't just go straight up unless you're living in a dream. They're all about that up-down rhythm, like they're teasing us with almost there moments. Just part of the fun, right?" Even the official Shiba Inu Twitter account joined in, posting an image that encouraged people to keep holding on to their coins. It really seems like the Shiba Inu team wants to remind everyone that these wild price swings are normal. They're keeping the community calm, suggesting this is all part of the journey. This is a way to reassure the holders that despite the bumps, there's still a long-term vision here. What's really interesting is that Shiba Inu just exploded with a massive 3,000% spike in whale activity. Data from Into the Block shows that whale activity has surged significantly for Shiba Inu, with the number of large transactions on the network rising sharply. In the last 24 hours alone, there were 383 major transactions, the highest in the past week. Whales moved a staggering 8.27 trillion Shiba Inu tokens during this time. To put that in perspective, 8.27 trillion tokens is a massive chunk of the entire supply. And having that kind of volume shift in just 24 hours is something you can't ignore. When whales make moves on this scale, it usually points to major market changes ahead. It's a huge signal that something big could be brewing. And the sheer size of these transactions shows that whales are positioning themselves for what they expect is coming next. And yes, this all just proves that something big is happening behind the scenes once again. But now you might be wondering, why is this happening? Well, here's some recap of previous days. October is being called Uptober because people are expecting huge gains this month. But instead of the explosive growth everyone was hoping for, the month kicked off with a sharp price crash. That shifted the mood, with some even jokingly calling it Rectober instead. Naturally, this led to doubt creeping in. The excitement leading up to October had a lot of people hyped for a big rally. But when the opposite happened and prices tanked, that momentum suddenly faded. It's completely normal for people to start questioning things when the reality doesn't match the expectations. When you expect a surge and get a crash instead, it shakes confidence. And some start to think that maybe the big gains won't come after all. It's just human nature to react that way, especially when the market flips like this. And just at that moment, Lucy posted another tweet that really got me thinking. She wrote, "Market rule number 1. It will pump the second you sell, or it pumps the moment you don't expect it. Uptober isn't a 30-day event. It's the month of surprise gains." And this made me pause for a second. When you look at it, the price crash we saw only lasted for a day. So maybe, just maybe, something major is still coming. A single price crash doesn't really mean much in the bigger picture. It could just be a bump on the road before the real action kicks in. Lucy's tweet reminds me that markets can be unpredictable, and the real gains often come when you least expect them. It's possible that Uptober still has some surprises in store for us. But still, Lucy's tweet, the market crash, and the huge whale movements happening behind the scenes made me wonder what's really going on. And the discovery I made is shocking. It's just like one Twitter user pointed out, block out the noise. It's the same playbook from last year. Shake the week, then repeat. Last year we saw something very similar. Big price drops that caused panic, only for the market to turn around and pump afterward. It's a well-known tactic in the market. First, there's a shakeout, where weaker hands sell off in fear. And then, once the price dips low enough, the bigger players jump back in, and the price starts to surge again. The benefit of this tactic is simple. It allows the whales to accumulate more at a lower price. By creating fear and doubt, they can scoop up more tokens at a discount. And then, when the selling pressure fades and the weak hands are out, they push the price higher. This cycle is designed to capitalize on the emotional reactions of the average trader. And this is really what might be happening now. If it is, it's an effective strategy to gather large amounts of tokens before the real pump starts. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. Things really start to make sense when you add more pieces to the puzzle. For example, there's this tweet that says, "Don't see anyone mentioning the fact that Bitcoin price topped at basically the same time in the month as 3 months prior." Yes, it was the 6th day this time, but I'd say that's pretty close. Quite interesting how each of these dates have marked such a pivotal point. And the tweet continues with, "See you all the 5th of October to bid the monthly lows again." This new information really ties everything together. It shows how there's a pattern happening behind the scenes that most average investors might not notice. If crypto prices tend to bottom or top around the same time each month, then these sudden market moves, like the crash and whale activity, are part of a bigger cycle. It's not just random. It's happening according to a predictable timeline that bigger players follow to maximize their gains. It helps explain why we saw the sudden price crash early in the month. This timing seems to fit into a larger strategy. It's like clockwork, and it allows those in the know to take advantage while others get shaken out. This kind of hidden market rhythm proves that there's a lot more going on beneath the surface than most people realize. It's not just about reacting to the latest price movements. There's a plan unfolding that's easy to miss if you don't pay close attention to these kinds of signals. So, if all of this is true, then the big question is, when does Uptober really start? And well, I think I have an answer. Bitcoin analyst Timothy Peterson suggests that most of the so-called Uptober gains won't kick in until after the 19th of the month, and historical data supports this outlook. Since 2018, Bitcoin has consistently performed well in October, with an average gain of over 14% and a median return of about 13%. Every October that ended in the green showed gains starting from early in the month. So, it's understandable that people are disappointed with the slow start this year, but if history tells us anything, we might just need to be patient. Give it at least 2 more weeks before throwing in the towel. And just as a quick reminder, when I talk about Bitcoin, I think you already get that this is closely tied to Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu always mirrors Bitcoin's price movements and reacts quickly to any shifts in Bitcoin's momentum. So, if Bitcoin does start its upward trend later this month, we can expect Shiba Inu to follow along with it. The sensitivity of Shiba Inu to Bitcoin's performance is key here, which means it's probably just a matter of time before we see some action in the Shiba Inu market as well. And now, the recent spike in Shiba Inu whale activity is starting to make much more sense. The confidence in the market grows even stronger after Lucy's latest tweet, which really puts things into perspective. She points out that the market is reflecting all the chaos happening globally, almost like it's following the ups and downs of world events. After going through one of the longest bear markets ever, she says we shouldn't be too surprised if we have to wait a little longer for that massive super cycle everyone is hoping for, especially with things like upcoming elections and potential resolutions in the Middle East possibly changing the global economic landscape. Lucy also emphasizes that Shiba Inu and similar tokens aren't just meme coins anymore. They're part of a larger ecosystem with real value. While the market might be volatile and unpredictable, we need to approach it strategically with a long-term mindset. The serious gains she's talking about won't just happen overnight, but with everything we've been seeing, from whale activity to historical patterns, it feels like the pieces are falling into place for something big. So, when you put everything together, from the early doubts about Uptober, the whale movements, Bitcoin's predictable cycles, and Lucy's latest insights, it all paints a clearer picture. But what is your opinion on that? Comment down below. I'd be eager to read your opinion. If you are curious to find more, then make sure to click on one of the videos you see on the screen. And with that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, please like this video, and don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section. This really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Also, please share this video with as many people as possible. Let's get this news out there.